Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. But as always, I am looking for a timeless message as well as, the daily guidance. So dropping into cosmic laws of truth and love to help us get a message to heal our souls and create from the limitless abundance, of the universe. Oh yeah. Oh, this is an awesome message. I love this. Okay, so with the sun as the theme, this card is all about just shining your light. I mean, look at how she's just completely open. This is the card of, and I love this is coming up in, like Christmas week. This is the card of owning your, your inner light that could be in alignment with, for some of you with Christ consciousness. And then for other people, who don't follow any type of religious, faith at all, that's okay too, because it's really the one and the same as your inner light. This has to do with knowing that your inner light will be what guides you, what pushes you forward in the right direction. And I mean, this card is just so beautiful because it's all about success and optimism, which is the truth about the way the universe works. I mean, when you have your inner reality in alignment with the limitless laws of abundance, then that means that you are literally perceiving the universe in the reality that it was created. So of course you're going to attract success. And of course you're going to attract love. I mean, this is the highest energy card in the deck. So just holding on to your inner light and know that it will, your inner light and your joy and your happiness and your playfulness and your creativity. I mean, let me grab, in the, here, it'll be in here somewhere. In the, here it is. In the traditional Rider-Waite, we have a child. So there's a lot of beautiful symbolism with this card too. In fact, I'll just leave it out. Let's do it this way. So, because sometimes I prefer the Rider-Waite and sometimes I prefer the Light Seer's Tarot, which is this deck. It depends on the cards. So anyway, I don't know, I love these both equally. I can't pick one that's better, but for symbolism, we have the life force, the red life force here. We have the power of the horse, and this is, the power of purity is the message I'm getting with the white horse. And then we have the youthful expression, which is to remind us about being playful. And then all of the sunflowers, right? And there's this wall. It's like being protected in a wall of light, being protected in a wall of love, which is, our only true protection really is our ability to love ourselves and love others. And, be in alignment with love. So that's the theme for the day. Well, I'd like this theme every day, actually. So let's just take this and run with it. Literally run with it. Because there's just so much positive energy here. I can't really, words are just way too limiting. But it's definitely celebratory. So it's a day for celebrating that this is the way the universe works. This is the way that the laws of love work. This is the way the universe was created, under the laws of love, under the divine order of the laws of love. And we get to keep coming back to Earth as many times as we need to play in this playground in order to heal. Of course, many of us believe that Earth is a school, and we get to come back as many times as we need, or choose to. So let's tie in the Ace of Swords here. So with the Ace of Swords, of course, we're in the realm of, channeling new ideas. You can see, if I bring it up closer, the symbolism up here. We have Mercury bringing in, the messages into the mind. We have an algebraic, equation down here to show how the message to me there is that life will always bring you back, the sum total of everything that you believe. And we have to get our head like out of the past and get into, open up into the new. And spirals in the world, in the universe, and spirals in nature are one of my favorite things. We also have, I don't know what that is up there, actually. I don't know. And I'm not sure about I like that this is kind of a sun. This is the tree of life here, or this is the Kabbalah, but it's upside down, which is okay. I think it's upside down. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, we have the infinity symbol. And yeah, there's a crow, so that might be, spiritual law. So this is a really beautiful card. And especially the light coming in. The light goes in and comes out. I mean, it's, in the highest realms of spirit of, which we hail, of where we originated from. There's no direction. It's all just one. There's no in or out or up or down or, sideways or left or right, anything like that. There aren't sharp corners either. It's all circles. It's all spirals. So just imagine that. I mean, of course, here on Earth, we do have to have square corners because that's how we can create. Well, so far we have to have square corners. But I guess if we go with like, what was his name? Buckminster Fuller? Bucky, they called him Bucky, that created the geodesic dome. Well, he did it without squares. Well, he did it with hexagons and so there were corners. I would have to say there were corners, or were the geometric corners. But we do the best with what we have here on Earth, and so far we can't seem to do it in just ultimate circles. I just noticed, I didn't see this before, but check it out. That's a big giant sunflower. I don't know why this is the first time I'm noticing that. The big giant sunflower. So that definitely ties in, of course, with the traditional Rider-Waite. So wow, I'm wondering what else I might have missed. It's like the magnetic energy, I guess. And I guess it's her movement, like throwing her necklace up into the air. Or it could give us the message of the magnetic energy as within, so without. So, whatever, all of who we are, we will magnetize it back to Earth. There's also a beautiful mandala in here too, a flower. Wow. So this is really cool. Okay, so tying the Ace of Swords together, this card has me thinking about new opportunities and really having a clear mind, and then that focus, putting out there what it is that you want. It is definitely a successful card. This is all the aces are yes cards in the tarot. This is definitely a yes card. If you're asking a yes or no question, you get this card straight up. It's definitely a yes, as well as this one. But you want to, if you're asking questions like that of the tarot, you want to definitely make sure you allow for reversals. You want to read reversals. You don't want to just go with I don't know. That's kind of the way I do it. But everyone you can do it your own way, and whatever works for you will definitely work. Okay, so when the Ace of Swords comes in, this is a card of truth, of clarity, of you know, when tying this all together, it feels just like the power that keeps moving. The power of the universe, the power of who you are, knowing that the universe is inside every cell of our bodies. And in the nucleus of every cell in our bodies is this life force that is unstoppable. Even when we die, even when we cross over and we leave this earthly plane, we move on to another realm. It is literally unstoppable. And our minds need to grok that. Our minds need to know that it is limitless. So this card is a lot of, mental strength, and, it can be used in any way that you want to use it. So you have to be careful. And this is what ties me over here to the Nine of Wands reversed. Because when the Nine of Wands is reversed, it can have us in a place of feeling kind of defended. So I think the message here is to not defend against all this power that wants to come through you. That the true message would be to persevere, keep going. You don't want to block any of that power that's inside of you that's wanting to come out and literally create. It's the power of the universe, it's the power of creation that is what makes the birds sing and the galaxies spin and the earth spin and with the laws of the universe, we don't fall off. We don't fall off the earth even though it's spinning. It's amazing. So, you just think about that, it makes you, believe in it. We would have to believe in the divine order of the universe, knowing that we don't fall off Earth, and we're not living on a flat Earth, even though some people think so. It's proven. So with the Nine of Wands, let's hang in there with the reversed meaning for just a little bit, and. So it can be challenging, like I said, if we're coming from, defending yourself. This can be, well, I'm going to go into some mundane meanings here, like just for the day. This could be that a whole bunch of good ideas come in, and you're really happy and you're really joyful receiving them, and you love the playful energy and being in that. But then there could be this other little part where you could go into not believing in that. And you might have to take all the physical, energy that you have, because the wands, of course, are very energetic cards, and turn things around. Let yourself write the good ideas down, even though maybe today you don't really have the physical energy to do, of course, who could do all of this in one day? It's too big. But definitely write down the ideas. That's the message I'm getting there. So make sure you write down the ideas for when you do have tons of energy and you are willing to work really hard for it. And persevere, because the Nine of Wands straight up is all about, just your unwavering faith and your courage and your determination to get through and do anything. It's a very, very strong, card. It has to do with, good planning, ideas, and then planning. Planning that has gone through all the stages all the way up to the 9, which is incredible. It has to do with, just moving forward, even if there are setbacks. And moving forward in your manifestation routine by meditating, writing down the ideas, and especially on the days that you're too exhausted. Like if this is a day when all this is coming through, but you're too exhausted to actually implement any ideas. Well, that's okay. Just still write them down. That's absolutely fine. It's okay to be exhausted. We have those days. We're human. But to just, like I said, write everything down. Don't stuff down any of this good energy that's coming through. But just save it for a different day. Keep that journal out where you'll see it and where, excuse me, where you can work on it on a later date. Maybe even after the holidays. Maybe you're channeling ideas for the new year, for 2021, especially now that we're we're not fully in, but we've just moved into Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius, which should be a lot more freeing. But, Aquarius energy isn't always positive either. It can still be kind of like that cutting off energy and my way or the highway. Especially, excuse me, in the early degrees. Sometimes the energy that manifests for some people can be of lower quality, a little bit distorted. But I don't see any of that this day. I just see that it's a day to take good care of your physical health and not exhaust yourself by all the good ideas that come in, but make sure that you record them somehow. Either, on your phone with your voice record, or if you have a little handheld recorder, however you want to do it that way, or writing it down, or both. Because, when we hear something and we write it down, that gets down deep inside of us, and especially when we see it visually. So let these 3 cards be a visual, but also don't let it overwhelm and exhaust you, because this is much, much more than any human being could do in one day. Because this is a continual, it's a representation of the continual power. I mean, look at all these circles here, of the continual power of your ability to be in the benign circle of abundance. If you follow your heart, if you go for what you want, you let your light shine and you're not too afraid to shine it. Right? Don't let the defenses hold you down. Don't be afraid. Because you don't have to do it all in one day. You get to be human. Utterly and beautifully human. Okay, well that's it. That's all I have. I wish you guys well, and I'll be back soon. Okay, take good care. Bye.